Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to my channel. We have an update in regards to Summer Wells case. News for Nashville. Headline says TBI provides update in the search of 5-year-old Summer Wells. This was posted yesterday on Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, and it was updated 7 hours ago. Today is Thursday, 11/11/21. I think today's going to be a special day. I am doing a lot of private readings today. I'm going through my emails and trying to get some sessions and readings done today. So if you don't see me on YouTube very much today, that would be why. But I had to read through this article. As soon as I saw the headline, I had to read through it. And I thought, we'll do it together. Okay, so they have the picture of Miss Summer here. And it says, Summer Wells was reported missing on Tuesday, June 15th from her Hawkins County home. And here we go. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, aka TBI, addressed misinformation being spread online about the search for 5-year-old Summer Wells, who disappeared from her Hawkins County home in June. Interesting already. Quote, we want to be clear that we're doing everything within our power to find her, end quote. The TBI said in a statement released on Wednesday. Quote, we continue to work daily with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI to determine what happened to Summer, end quote. And then there is a tweet here from TBI that says, we've noticed an uptick in misinformation being spread online about the search for 5-year-old Summer Wells, who went missing from her home in Hawkins County in June. We want to be clear that we're doing everything within our power to find her, Summer Wells. And it says 1 of 6. We may have to go check that out if it doesn't show all 6 of them. Okay. Summer Wells was last seen on the afternoon of June 15th at their home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road in Rogersville, Tennessee. She was reported missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office around 6:30 p.m. Okay, that is so important because if you recall, when her father, Mr. Donald Wells, was speaking to Marissa on the channel called Molly Go Lightly, he said that he remembered the exact day and time that Summer vanished. He said that it was on June 15th at 5:30 p.m. He said he couldn't remember her birthday, but he remembered the exact day and time that she vanished. Isn't that weird? It's an hour different than what it says here. Let's continue on. Last week, the TBI reported it had received around 1,500 tips. Damn. 1,500 tips just last week? Okay, is that due to the new billboard that just went up? Or is that due to Dawn and Candace's drunken outrages that they have done all over social media, all over YouTube? To be more specific. That's a lot of tips for 1 week, almost 5 months into a case, in my opinion. Okay, quote, no one is more frustrated than us by the lack of answers at this stage, the TBI said in a statement. However, we haven't given up and we won't, end quote. Law enforcement has searched the home and property around the Wells home, including, we're getting into nitty-gritty details here, people. All right, let's read this carefully. Including the basement, crawl space. Now, the crawl space, I'm assuming they're talking about that little section under the single level of the home, where I think Candace told Chris McDonough that the dogs hide under there, and that's where the dog gave birth to the puppies, and that's where all the puppies were. I'm guessing, because there is no other crawl space that I've seen, unless it is just that's got my mind going now. Okay, the basement, the crawl space, all vehicles, outbuildings. Okay, now outbuildings, that would include all of the sheds that are all over their property, right? Okay, let's look at these sheds here. Let's actually pull up the property pictures and let's check out the sheds. So they said all the outbuildings. So that would include this shed that's down here. This is on the bottom of the property, right? It would be the shed right down here. Okay. And then we have the shed that is up by the house. Let's see. These are the pictures that I'm wanting here. Okay. So there's this shed that's down here where the red arrow is pointing to, which is actually right here where the big red arrow is pointing to. And it doesn't really look like a shed, in my opinion. It looks like it used to be some type of house or structure. And it's right here. This is coming up the driveway, which usually they go to the right, which will put the house on the left side of you and Grandma's trailer on the right side of you. But if you keep going straight instead, then it is right there. And that looks more like a house to me. So that means that they've searched those. And it just amazes me how much things have changed. I was looking at this. This is Summer's bedroom before. And then this is Summer's bedroom now. Before and now. There's just... This was before. Before. And this is the stairs now. Now, there was one picture that, this picture right here. Okay, so they showed this picture, and this caught my eye. They have these bottles sitting up here with all three boys' names on them. But where's the one for Summer? Why is there not a bottle with Summer's name on it? And this is the new pictures that are on their Dawn Wells official family YouTube channel, whatever. And they added a room, I noticed that. Oh my goodness, I saw that, you guys. Have you seen this? Oh my goodness. That'll be a different video, I think. Okay, so this is the shed that's at the bottom of the hill. This, I think, used to be a house at one point in time also. And they did a tour showing the inside of this. This is the one that Don pulled up beside to get to the creek on June 15th in the red Subaru because it's easier to see the red car. I mean, because the red car has four-wheel drive. This isn't just a shed. I'm sorry. At one point in time, this used to be a house. This used to be the front door. I mean, let's be real. So then we have this shed up here. So there are several outhouses or outbuildings that are on this property. Here's the other, this one that we've never seen the inside of. This is the one that I was showing you that's at the top of the driveway if you go straight instead of turning to your right. And what the heck is that? This is from the drone footage that is on the Wells family YouTube channel. Why does that look like a dirty, nasty-ass mattress? Can anybody please explain that to me? I mean, it looks really gross. It looks like a mattress. Like, I was so focused on this. I took this picture from the side because I was trying to see the width of it. And it looks like a mattress with a sheet over it. And if that's the case, look at that. That is nasty. Nobody should be sleeping on that if that is a mattress. That is disgusting. In my opinion, that is disgusting. Whatever it is, it's gross. Okay, so those are, and I'm assuming Grandma's trailer was searched. Obviously, this is where that image came from in the window there. Okay. So we have the basement, the crawl space, all the vehicles, the outbuildings, the barrels. And we know that there's a lot of barrels that are all over the property. We have the one red barrel that says for sale, which I believe I have in here. Do I have it in here? Well, we all know the one that Summer was dancing in front of. In the rain that one day. On the TikTok video. I guess I don't have it in this album. And then there's the green barrel that is out at the end of the driveway that said, it's so funny to me. Let me show you this. Hold on. Let me get those pictures. Okay, here at the end of the driveway, the very beginning of the driveway, where the driveway meets Ben Hill Road, right by the mailbox, where all the wood is piled, to the left of the driveway. And this was on Twitter, and it says, someone posted, it says, quote, put packages here. Upon zooming in, it appears that is correct. And he says, correct, and shows the picture. And it does. It says, put packages here. So they have spray painted barrels on their property in other locations. So it's not just the one, this barrel. It's not just this barrel that's in question, I would say, when you're seeing for sale spray painted on this barrel. But then you see this barrel, put packages here, it's also spray painted on. It's a little coincidental, I think, in my opinion. Anyway. And other items located on the property more than once, working alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff Office and the FBI, numerous subpoenas and search warrants have been obtained. We've never been told that information before. They've never said that they've gotten search warrants for anything. They've always said that the family was cooperating. So numerous subpoenas and search warrants have been obtained, resulting in any available digital evidence being collected, searched, and documented, and this includes social media accounts. Okay, so are they saying that they only got search warrants and subpoenas for digital evidence, and that's it? And I'll say it again. The parents said that they got their phones back within a couple hours, but Hunter's phone is where? Has Hunter gotten his phone back yet? Now, I remember on Ziggy's live stream a while back, I cannot remember who it was, but somebody shared screenshots or pictures of a conversation that they had with Dawn. And this picture here, from August 20th, 2021 at 1:50 p.m., he said, "I'm trying to switch everything over to my new phone. Almost impossible." But didn't he say that they didn't get new phones? Didn't he say that they got their phones back almost immediately? But then he told Chris that they didn't look at their phone information for like 2 weeks or something when he had his interview with Chris McDonough over the phone. I'm going to have to look further into this. Seems like something's not adding up there. I'm sure that law enforcement has already caught all of this if they had subpoenas and search warrants for any available digital evidence, including that Facebook phone call that Dawn and Candace had the entire time that Dawn was driving from Jonesboro back to his house on June 15th. Anyway, in addition to exhaustive ground searches, dozens of aerial searches have been conducted. Dive teams were brought in to explore waterways in the area, and canine teams specializing in a variety of search methods have been utilized. Quote, "The area where Summer went missing is extremely rural, with few businesses," the TBI said in a statement. "All available surveillance photos and videos have been collected and reviewed. Additionally, neighborhood canvasses were conducted in an effort to make sure we didn't miss any residential cameras." End quote. The TBI identified a possible vehicle seen in the area by an individual who travels through the area regularly as part of his job. This person recalled possibly seeing a 1998 to 2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full bed ladder rack and white buckets in the truck bed that might have been parked in the area of Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road in the late afternoon to early evening, either on Monday, June 14th, or Tuesday, June 15th. The TBI said that the vehicle wasn't captured on surveillance cameras in the area. So this makes me go back and question again, does anybody that was working with Dawn on June 15th drive a vehicle that resembles this description in any way, shape, or form? Any shade of red, truck, possibly a Toyota, possibly a Tacoma, but has a full ladder rack and white buckets in the truck bed. Because I truly believe what my cards said during my last live stream when I did the card pull for Summer with my crime cards. They said a work vehicle that was a friend, belonged to a friend. I believe that Dawn borrowed somebody's vehicle from work and left work. That's why he's so secure in his GPS on the Subaru and the cell phone GPS, because he left those things where he was working that day, but he left in a different vehicle, a red truck that belonged to a coworker. And I've been saying this over and over and over again. And I've also been saying that he took the Subaru that day to have the GPS track his movements, allegedly. Which means that June 15th, the entire day was planned out. Because Dawn drove that Subaru the morning of June 15th. Hours before Summer was reported missing. There's so much more to this that we don't know. Quote, in an effort to cover all bases and identify the driver, the TBI, in agreement with Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, released the vehicle description. Our hope was that the individual might have information that could help the investigation, the TBI said. The driver has not come forward, nor have the hundreds of vehicles reported to us as matching the description panned out, end quote. Which would also support my theory, my opinion, my theory, that Mr. Donald Wells was driving this vehicle. Then, of course, he's not going to come forward and say, oh yeah, I borrowed my buddy's truck at work. I mean, in my opinion, allegedly. And that seems to be the end of this article. Is that the end? Oh no. Timeline? Nope. That seems to be it. What is this? Father of missing Rogersville girl speaks out nearly 5 months after disappearance. He's been speaking out. Let's see what this is. Well, this seems to be another article that was posted yesterday on November 10th. So let's scroll through this one. Okay, father of missing Rogersville girl speaks out nearly 5 months after disappearance. And it was updated 1 hour ago. And there is a video here. Okay, so we'll watch that. Let's read through this first, okay? So the father of missing toddler, she's not a toddler, she's 5 years old. Summer Wells spoke out to us tonight after the TBI said misinformation is hurting their investigation. Okay, so the news must have gotten the report from TBI and then reached out to Dawn for a statement. Okay, so it has been almost 5 months since 5-year-old Summer Wells went missing from her Hawkins County home. Now the TBI said an uptick in misinformation spread online is not helping the investigation. TBI and the family said they are frustrated and said they have the same goal of finding Summer. Quote, she was awesome, Summer's father, Don Wells, said. She was a beautiful little girl. I should say, she is awesome, end quote. Good old Don. His quotes are always the same, aren't they? Wells said the past 5 months had been a roller coaster. Quote, 1 minute you might be down in the dumps thinking the worst. Then your mind might get hope thinking in another direction. End quote. His daughter is still nowhere to be found. Summer was last seen on the afternoon of June 15th in their home in at their home in Rogersville. According to them, allegedly. Wells maintains his daughter was kidnapped by unknown abductors, but said he has no evidence to prove that. TBI has previously said they don't have any evidence that Summer was abducted. Do you see this? Holy shit, right here, they're saying, the TBI is saying, no, we do not have any evidence to support this abduction narrative that Donald Wells is trying to shove down everybody's throats. Oh my goodness. Quote, "We have pleaded with the abductors many times," end quote, Wells said. Since Summer has gone missing, TBI said they have received at least 1,500 tips. The problem is, TBI said, most of those tips have come from misinformation being spread online. Well, gee, I wonder why. Quote, we haven't got a clue anything about that. We wish something could lead to finding our daughter. End quote. From Donald Wells. And it looks like here's more of the tweets from TBI. Okay, this is number 5 of 6, which we saw number 1 of 6. While we do not discuss specifics about evidence gathered in an ongoing investigation, we can tell you that numerous search warrants have been executed and any potential digital evidence has been collected. This includes social media accounts. And then this is 6 of 6. We've updated our newsroom blog to include a complete list of FAQs, frequently asked questions. Again, we'd encourage you to share factual information, not speculation, as the case continues to unfold. Okay, so we'll click on that before we end this video. TBI said online rumors and speculation just make law enforcement's job harder. Wells said he himself had been a victim. A victim! Don's always the victim of the online speculation. As he said, some have claimed he is involved. News 4 asked Wells if he had anything to do with his daughter's disappearance. And here's his classic answer. Quote, I am at work all day, every day. I love my daughter with all my heart. Oh, I mean, well, no. End quote. Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, why can't he just say, when they said, did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance, Dawn? How about just no? Absolutely not. He can't do that. He can't just say no. He always has to flip it around and give way more information than what was asked for. Nobody asked if his ass worked every day. Nobody asked if he loved his daughter. It's so telling. It is so telling, and it's so frustrating. Wells said he is hopeful that Summer is alive and will make it back home. Quote, she loved me. She was a daddy's girl. End quote. Wells said. Don said he thinks TBI is doing everything they possibly can to find his daughter. The family has a website to draw more attention to the case. FindSummerWells.com. All right, let's go back up and watch this video here. Let me get it pulled up right. Okay, here we go.
For Nashville. And good evening. It's been almost 5 months now since 5-year-old Summer Wells went missing from her Hawkins County home.
And now the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says an uptick in misinformation spread online is not helping the investigation.
News 4's Courtney Allen spoke with Summer's family today and the TBI. Courtney, what do they have to say?
Yeah, Tracy Marius, TBI and Summer's father, 56-year-old Don Wells, both say they're frustrated. They say they both have the same goal.
Don is almost 57. Remember, his birthday's coming up. What is it doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know why it does this. Every time I try to play a news video, a news clip on my browser, it resets itself. Okay, so anyway, remember, Don Wells' birthday is coming up November 14th in 3 days. But he doesn't remember his own birthday, but he knows it's coming up soon. But he's about to be 57. But he only said that because he couldn't tell Marissa what Summer's birthday is.
Marius, TBI and Summer's father, 56-year-old Don Wells, both say they're frustrated. They say they both have the same goal, finding Summer.
She was awesome. She's a beautiful little girl. Or I should say she is awesome.
Don Wells says the past 5 months have been a roller coaster.
1 minute you might be down in the dumps thinking the worst. The next minute, a little while later, your mind might get hope. You might be thinking in a different direction.
His daughter, 5-year-old Summer Wells, is still nowhere to be found. She was last seen on the afternoon of June 15th at their home in Rogersville. Wells maintains his daughter was kidnapped by unknown abductors, but says he has no evidence to prove that. TBI says right now there is no evidence Summer was abducted.
We've pled with the abductors many times.
Since she's gone missing, TBI says they've received at least 1,500.
We've pled with the abductors many times. Which makes me think they've just argued with each other. They've threatened each other. And I'm not going to say who they is. And of course, that's allegedly, in my opinion.
100 tips. The problem is, TBI says that's pretty much all come from misinformation being spread online.
We haven't got a clue of anything about that. We wish something could happen. We wish something would lead into finding our daughter.
TBI says online rumors and...
What does he mean that they don't have a clue about any of that? They don't have a clue about any of the misinformation that's being spread on social media? Is that what he's saying? He's saying that he doesn't have any idea about his drunken rages that he's done all over YouTube? Is he saying that he doesn't remember any of that? Like when he allegedly said that Candace is going down because he has 7 alibis and she doesn't have any? She's got none. She's going down. Does he not remember that? Was he too drunk to remember that part?
Speculation just makes law enforcement's job harder. Wells says he himself has been a victim of online speculation, as he says some have claimed he is involved. Did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance?
Well, I'm at work all day, every day,
Oh my gosh. Okay, behavior panel, where are you right now? The laughing, the stuttering, the looking away, the avoiding the question, the mumbo jumbo. Seriously. Let's go back just a little bit. And let's watch that again. Watch his facial movements. Watch his eyes. Watch him chuckle. And watch him not say no. No. That should be his first word. No. His first and only word. In my opinion, no. He's been asked this question many times. And his answer should be the same every time. But it's not. Because he always makes himself out to be the victim first, before he finally realizes, oh shit, I should have just said no. And then sometimes he says no, and others he doesn't. So let's watch.
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know. I love my...
He started to say, well, I was at work. That was what he was about to say. I was at work. I got 7 alibis.
Disappearance.
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know. I love my daughter with all my heart, and I try to love everybody, and it's been a real experience, you know, me turning into YouTube.
Well, I love my daughter with all my heart. I mean, I love everybody. What the hell does everybody have to do with, were you involved with your daughter's disappearance? What does that mean? What is the relevance between those two things? Not a damn thing. That wasn't the question. The question was, did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance? Not, do you love or hate everybody? We're going to get through his answer, I promise.
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know.
And what's funny about that?
With all my heart, and I try to love everybody, and it's been a real experience, you know, me turning into YouTube for help and seeing the nature. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's been quite a lesson to me. I've never been on YouTube or Facebook or anything, and probably never will again if I can help it. But it's been...
Again, the question was, did you have anything to do with Summer's disappearance? That was the question. Here we are, 31 seconds later, and he still has not answered the question. Now, I respect the behavioral panel, men. I absolutely do. But I ask of you, just review this one question, this one response. Erase everything that you think you know about Donald Wells. Look at this as if it's a brand new case shoved right in your face, and you get this one question and one answer to review. Is he being honest? Do you really think that this man is being honest while he's baffling his way through this answer? 31 seconds and we still don't have a no. We have, well, I was at work. Well, I work every day. Well, I love Summer. No, I love my daughter. He didn't say I love Summer. I love my daughter. He didn't even say her name. And then he goes on this tangent about YouTube. And it's a whole different world for him. Yeah, because people are holding him accountable for his words. He doesn't get to just spew all these bullshit words everywhere and then think that the next day he's going to be able to gaslight people into believing something different. It doesn't work that way on YouTube, does it, Don? No. People have a good memory, and you can't gaslight everyone like you're used to. And not everybody on YouTube is going to enable your lies. They're not going to enable your narcissistic ways. Sorry. Welcome to the real world outside of Don Wells' little bubble. In my opinion, allegedly. This is the first time I've heard this, you guys. I'm shocked. I am so shocked right now at what I'm hearing. Let's go back to the beginning of the answer one more time, and let's see if we can get all the way through it without me stopping it again.
Appearance.
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know. I love my daughter with all my heart, and I try to love everybody. And it's been a real experience, you know, me turning to YouTube for help and seeing the nature. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's been quite a lesson to me. I've never been on YouTube or Facebook or anything, and probably never will again if I can help it. But it's been quite an experience, and it's been very educational. You know, I've learned a lot.
So, yes or no to the question?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, no.
Wells says he's hopeful that Summer is alive and will make it.
Are you serious? I mean, the whole time the reporter's probably sitting there thinking, you dumbass, I didn't ask you about all this other shit. What is all this other shit that you're spewing out at me? I asked you, yes or no, a yes or no question. Did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance? And his answer again came with a chuckle. What the hell is funny about your daughter's disappearance? What is funny about Summer vanishing off of the face of the earth? What is funny about that, Donald Wells? Please explain that to me. And why can't you give just a straight yes or no answer? Why did you have to go dance around every other topic except for, did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance? You ignorant fool.
Back home.
She loved me. She was a daddy's girl.
Wells says he thinks TBI is doing everything they possibly can to find his daughter. The family has a website to draw more attention to this case. It's findsummerwells.com. Back to you.
Wow, Courtney, thank you.
I am completely baffled. I am so baffled. Right now, I want to go back and watch this one more time here. Okay, and let's listen to her question. And then let's listen to his answer all the way through. Okay, I'm going back to 1 minute and 43 seconds.
As he says, some have claimed he is involved. Did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance?
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, you know. I love my daughter with all my heart, and I try to love everybody. And it's been a real experience, you know, me turning to YouTube for help and seeing the nature. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's been quite a lesson to me. I've never been on YouTube or Facebook or anything, and probably never will again if I can help it. But it's been quite an experience, and it's been very educational. You know, I've learned a lot.
So,
okay, so now we're at 2:29. So she asked the question at 1:47. He started answering at 1 minute and 50 seconds. So here we are, 39 seconds later, and he never answered the question. So she asks again, and he chuckles. And doesn't just say no or absolutely not. This was his answer. The second time she had to ask.
yes or no to the question?
Okay. Oh, well, no.
Wells says he's hopeful that Summer is alive.
Well, no. No, no. Seriously? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And people think this man is innocent. People think this man doesn't have a clue about what happened to his daughter.
And will make.
I was trying to get that to go off the screen
Make it back home.
so we could see Summer's banner there on the roof, but we can't see it. Anyway, this is so frustrating to me. And I know it's so frustrating to many of you also. I know it is. Whether you believe he's innocent or you believe he's guilty, and Candace also, it's frustrating for all of us. Because we all have almost 5 months invested into Summer Wells. We have invested our heart, so much of our heart, into finding out what happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells. And it's frustrating. I don't see how it wouldn't be frustrating to even people that believe that Don and Candace are innocent, to have him answer the question like this. I would think that this would be frustrating for all of us. No matter what side, air quotes, you stand on. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. So I think that's it. There's 2 articles. This video is long enough now. I am blown away. I'm so glad that we watched this. Oh, I wanted to look at the TBI website because I know that they have a statement on there. I want to read that before we end this video. But I am blown away at the answers that Donald Wells just gave. And I'm so glad that I did not just read the article. I'm so glad that I chose to watch this video too. Let me get to the TBI website. Okay, here we are. Updated yesterday. The investigation into the disappearance of 5-year-old Summer Wells remains active and ongoing. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and TBI continue to work alongside the FBI to determine what happened to Summer. As this is an ongoing investigation, we are limited to the details we can provide. However, since we aren't able to respond to all individual inquiries, we have worked with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office to compile a list of questions we frequently receive from those who have recently started following the case. Most of the questions have been asked by local media agencies covering the case from the beginning and have been answered by authorities throughout the investigation. Our number 1 goal is finding Summer. Please help us, and more importantly, Summer, by only sharing facts about the case. Anyone with credible information is asked to call 1-800-TBI FIND. All right. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't, anytime I do a reading or a spirit box session or anything about anyone, I always say do not contact law enforcement with any of this information. If there is something that I have come across that I find credible, I will contact law enforcement myself before it ever makes its way on YouTube. I can assure you of that. I can promise you that. Okay, and I pray that you do the same for any other channel. If you think that something is credible in a video that you watch on YouTube, ask the creator, have you contacted law enforcement with this information first? Ask them their resources. Where did they find that information that they have shared with you that you seem to, that you may think is credible information? Where did they get that information from? Has that person contacted law enforcement? And then that way, that'll save law enforcement from getting 100 tips off of one YouTube video. Okay, just an example. Please and thank you so much. Okay, so the question is, when was Summer last seen? Her mother reports last seeing her on the afternoon of June 15th at their home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we will not provide any additional information regarding the timeline. Have you searched the home and property around the residence? Yes, more than once, including the basement, crawl space, all vehicles, outbuildings, barrels, and other items located on the property. Additionally, canine teams specializing in a variety of search methods have also been utilized. Have you searched the phones and computers belonging to the Wells family? Yes. Working alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, numerous subpoenas and search warrants have been obtained, resulting in any available digital evidence being collected, searched, and documented. This includes social media accounts. Have you searched the flower bed? There was not a flower bed. Summer's mother and grandmother stated that she was planting flowers with them shortly before she was last seen. The flowers were planted in pots, and yes, the pots were examined. Have you searched waterways in the area? Yes. Dive teams were brought in to search bodies of water in the area. Have you conducted aerial searches? Yes. Numerous searches from the air have been completed, especially during the first few weeks after Summer went missing. Additionally, drones were used to map the area and to pinpoint bodies of water as well as any other points of interest. Will additional searches be conducted? Investigators will continue to search points of interest as they are developed, as well as follow up on any tips regarding Summer's whereabouts. Have you collected and reviewed surveillance video? Yes. We have collected surveillance photos and videos from a variety of locations. Additionally, the entire area was canvassed in an effort to locate any residential cameras that weren't voluntarily reported. Please keep in mind that the Beech Creek area of Hawkins County is very, very rural, with few businesses and no traffic cameras. Have you questioned the parents? Yes, both have been questioned. My question is, what were the results of their lie detector tests? Extra S's on the end of tests. Have you questioned neighbors and searched their properties? Yes. Have you questioned registered SOs in the area? Yes. Is there evidence that Summer was abducted? Now, let's pay close attention to this question. I think this answer is the most important answer in this video, in this entire video right here. Okay, is there evidence that Summer was abducted? None that we've developed at this stage. There is zero evidence that Summer was abducted. Zero. None. Nada. Zilch. None. None. Dawn. None. Is the FBI involved? Yes, they've been involved since the Amber Alert was issued. Additionally, in the first week, the FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deployment CARD team responded to the area. FBI agents continue to assist with the investigation. Why did you release information about a Toyota truck? An individual who travels through the area regularly as part of his job stated that he recalls possibly, and that's underlined, seeing a 1998 to 2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full bed, ladder rack, and white buckets in the truck bed. The individual stated that the truck might, underlined, have been parked in the area of Beech Creek Road and Ben Hill Road in the late afternoon to early evening on either, that should be underlined also in my opinion, Monday, June 14th or Tuesday, June 15th. That vehicle was not captured on surveillance cameras. In an effort to cover all bases and identify the driver, the TBI, in agreement with Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, released the vehicle description. Our hope was that the individual might have information that could help with the investigation, or help the investigation. The driver has not come forward, nor have the hundreds of vehicles reported to us as matching the description panned out. Again, that leads me back to what my card said. The work vehicle, the friend. I'm sticking to that. I really am. I am sticking to that. The update before that was on November 4th, and it says TBI agents continue to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and FBI in an effort to determine what happened to Summer Wells. To date, we've received approximately 1,500 tips. Okay, wait, to date? In that first article that we read, it said, it insinuated that they had received 1,500 tips last week. So the 1,500 tips is total to date, not just in 1 week. So if I misunderstood that, my apologies. If it was insinuated that it was 1,500 tips last week, then the news made a boo-boo, because TBI is stating right here that to date, they've received approximately 1,500 tips. Most of those have been the result of misinformation being spread online. While we do not discuss specifics about evidence gathered in an ongoing investigation, we are doing everything in our power to find Summer. You can view the information we've released since June 15th below and in the following Twitter thread. And the last update before that was August 4th. Very interesting information. All right, so I will leave all of the links to everything that I read in my description box below. So if you would like to go check out anything on your own, you are more than welcome to. If you want to read through more of this TBI website, you will be able to with that link. And I want to go right here because I strongly feel that this answer is very important. And again, I feel like that's why Dawn and Candace aren't allowed to talk to the boys about Summer, because their abduction theory narrative that they're going so hard with is not lining up with what the boys recall from their own memories from June 15th. And that's in my opinion, allegedly, of course, but that's how I see it. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, ring my bell, choose the all option so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video or when I go live. I will be going live very soon here in the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. And hit the thumbs up, share the video around, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about all of this information. What do you think about Dawn's interview with the news? What do you think about Dawn's one answer that he gave that wasn't the answer to the question of, did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance? He had to be asked twice to get a yes or no out of him. And then it wasn't even just a no. What do you think about that? Be respectful in the comments. We don't judge anybody for your opinions, as long as you are respectful with your opinions in my comment section. So thank you so very much for watching this video. And until next time, I love you bunches.